everyone. So now that it is the end of the month, that means that it is time for another monthly favorites. Technically it's March, today is March 2nd, but that's okay because we're just gonna act like it's still the end of February. February is like one of those weird short months, aka the only weird short month, but there are still plenty of things that I fell in love with during the month of February. Not everything is new. Some of it is new stuff, some of it is older stuff that I've had for a while. And there might even be a repeat from last month's favorites, but I can't remember and I didn't watch that video before I made this one. So let's just dive into it and get started. My first favorite of the month, and this is what I think might be a duplicate from last month, it is my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. This is in shade Gobi. I really love this foundation. I feel like this matches my skin tone better than almost every other foundation I have, aside from a select few. And I just really love how it shows up on my skin. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing foundation when I wear it. It's just a great overall foundation, and since it is the winter and my skin is still dry in some places and then more normal in others, this is just a great overall foundation. When my skin does get more oily, I'll probably have to stop wearing this, but since winter doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon, I will continue to wear this as much as possible. My only complaint though is that I can't actually see like how much I've used. I have no idea how much of this is left. Even though it's in a glass bottle, like I can't really see through it. My next favorite is actually a skincare item, and I don't feel like I talk about skincare very much, mostly because I don't have great skin, and I think that any advice that I would have to give about skincare would kind of be ridiculous, just because someone who doesn't have great skin obviously hasn't figured out the mysteries to having great skin. Is this L'Oreal Paris Youth Code Texture Perfector. So I'm actually already almost out of this too. I'm already down to here. I've been using this for the past 2 months, I think. I think I've had this since January, maybe December. But essentially what it's supposed to do is just help the texture and tone of your skin. It's not supposed to help with acne or breakouts or anything like that, so unfortunately I still have those. But it is supposed to help with making your pores look diminished. It doesn't claim that it's going to actually make them smaller, but it does say that it will help diminish the look of pores. And like it says, even out your skin tone, so make it so that, you know, the red areas aren't as obvious, and then also work on the texture, and that has to go back with the look of diminished pores. I can't say for certain whether or not this actually does all of those things. What I can say for certain about this is that it really has helped my skin look better overall. Granted, yes, I do still break out, but like I said, this product isn't for that. This is really to help with everything aside from that, and I really think it is doing that. I think that the overall tone of my skin is much better looking. Aside from the breakouts, the tone just looks a lot more even colored, and it's just, I don't know. I think this is working. I will definitely be repurchasing this. Probably in the next couple weeks because I'm going to run out of this fairly soon. I just think it's a great product and it's fairly inexpensive. I think it's $20 at like Target or Walmart or something. My next favorites are several brushes. The first of which is the e.l.f. Small Stipple brush, and of course my brushes are dirty because I'm filming this on a Sunday. Sunday is brush washing day, but I haven't done it yet. So this is the e.l.f. Small Stipple brush, and I bought this to play around with cream blush, and I've actually like really fallen in love with this little tiny brush. I have an e.l.f. stippling brush, like a bigger one, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I'm not a fan of stippling brushes. Overall, generally speaking, I hate them all, but for some reason this little dinky one, like, it just works perfectly for a cream blush, and at $3 or whatever this was, you really can't beat that. I guess if you have a stippling brush that you already like, or like you are in love with stippling brushes, maybe you wouldn't like this, but for someone who hates them with a passion, this was a great investment and really like helped me appreciate what a stippling brush can do. And then another drugstore brush is the Real Techniques Silicone Liner Brush. If you read my blog, you will have already read the review that I did on this. I wouldn't say I was someone who had difficulty with gel eyeliner before, but I always thought that there was room for improvement in application method, and I really think that that's where this brush comes in. If you have any difficulty whatsoever with doing gel eyeliner, I highly recommend picking this up. It's just a great little brush. It makes applying gel liner a breeze. You do have to pick up more product as you go, whereas with a brush you wouldn't have to, but really this just makes it so easy. You can get teeny tiny little fine lines, you can get thick lines, and it's just, this really is an amazing brush. It isn't like a crazy idea or like everyone just feeding into the hype. It really is a good brush, and I would recommend this to basically anyone. And then the last brush that I adore this month is the Coastal Scents, I think they call this the Pro Fluff brush. The number it has on it is BR250. It looks like this. It is also dirty because it is brush washing day, but I really, really like this. I also have the Sigma E25, which looks like this. They're very similar. The Coastal Scents is just like maybe a centimeter or two shorter. The brush heads are very, very similar. I like this so much that I went and bought 2 more of them because they're really, really affordable as well. I think when they're full priced, they're $4 or $4.50. Something along those lines. But I got them on sale because they were having a sale for 35% off, so I picked up 2 more of these. So now I own 3 of these brushes, and I just think that for someone who does eye makeup every single day and you want a clean brush, this is a really great affordable option. Honestly, this feels no different on my eyes than the Sigma E25. Sigma E25 is $12, this is $4. I don't own a MAC 217, so I can't compare the quality of these two to that, but if you are looking at that but you're scared by the like $20 price tag on it, check out the Coastal Scents version. I think you'll like it. My next favorite, I always feel weird when I have favorites that like I haven't used in tutorials or I haven't talked about on the blog at all, but this is one of those type of items. This is 2 Trish McEvoy eyeshadows, and I got this little like holder palette thingy free with an order, but I know that it's usually like $5 or $10 or something. It's something ridiculous. But the 2 shades that I have in here are Heather, and then this is, I think it's Sable Bronze. I will double check the shade name and I'll put it down below if it's anything different. But I just got these 2 shadows. I actually bought the Sable Bronze shade, and then Heather was a free gift with purchase. And I am actually really pleasantly surprised with these eyeshadows. Obviously they're not very dark colors, they're kind of light shades. I mean, they're definitely more on the neutral front, but they're just really nice. And I was kind of surprised by that. I know that I use a lot of Trish McEvoy products and I talk about them a lot, but I still think that the quality of items in her line is very much kind of like Chanel's, in the sense that you really need to play around with an item before you buy it from them. I don't know. And having played with some more of her shadows, I went to the store and I went and swatched a whole bunch. I think I really lucked out with the 2 shades that I got because all of her shadows are not created equally. But yeah. These 2 are awesome. They make great neutral looks together. I really, really like these. Easy to apply, and they do stay on all day with a primer. And then I have one more favorite, and then I have like an unfavorite, I guess you would say. My last favorite of this month are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting blushes. These are the 3 that I have. I love them all because they are all amazing. The 3 I have are Diffused Heat, Mood Exposure, and Luminous Flush. And this is what they look like. This is Luminous Flush. This is Diffused Heat. And then this one is Mood Exposure. And I love them all. I think they're all equally amazing. They're all crazy pigmented. They all have that like kind of glowy effect to them, and they all are just beautiful colors. Like, I love these blushes. And if they weren't $35 a piece, I would have the other 3 right now as well. I just think that they are fantastic. They are definitely worth the $35. They're absolutely amazing. I would recommend these to anyone. I know that people are kind of going bonkers over them right now with like, oh, these are amazing. But really, they are amazing. I can't get over them. I've used these literally since I bought them. I got Luminous Flush and Diffused Heat first. I don't think I've used another blush since I got these 2. And then I actually only got Mood Exposure like 5 days ago. And I've used this like every single day since I got it. I love these. I mean, if these come out into a wider range of colors, like maybe if they added 3 more colors, so there were 9 total, I could honestly probably say I might replace the rest of my blushes with these blushes. That's how much I love these. I think they are so amazing. I can't say enough good things about them. They're amazing. You should buy them. The end. And then my last item, which I said is kind of like an unfavorite, it is actually the Anastasia Brow Gel. This is just the clear version. And I don't know, I always feel weird when I dislike something that everyone else likes. And I know not literally everyone else likes this, but I've seen a lot of people talk about it on the internet and talk about how they like it. But for me, I really don't like this. Previous to this, I was using the Cella Clear Brow Gel, and I loved that stuff. It didn't make my brows crunchy no matter how much I put in. Like, it just held them. It didn't make them crunchy. It never, like, turned white in my eyebrows, and I don't know. It's just, like, after I put it in, it makes my brows feel crunchy. Even if I don't put a lot of it on my brows, they still feel crunchy. Sometimes if, like, a little bit of excess gets on the brows, like, it turns white, and it also, like, this flakes on me. Like, as the day goes on, it gets drier and, like, starts to crumble in my brows, and it's obvious. Like, it looks flaky. And I don't know, and I have no idea if it's because of the brow pencil that I'm using this with or what it is, but it reeks now. Like, I've literally only had this for like a month and a half, and it smells like paint thinner. Like, that was the reason I stopped using my Cella, which I'd had for like 5 months, and it started to smell, so I was like, okay, it's starting to smell, I'll throw it away. I've had this for like a month and a half open, and it reeks already. Like, I have no idea what's causing that, but it's just, I don't know. This is just not for me. I know it's for some people, but I don't like it. I'm just trying to use this up as much as I can. If it gets any worse smelling, I'm just gonna pitch it because honestly, like, I'm already wondering if I should just throw it away. I don't know what I'm gonna go to next, but not this. And those are all of my favorites for the month of February. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. If you liked this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos from me, please subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to. And if you want to find me on any social media network, you'll find all those links down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. See you next time. Bye. It is... Oh, phone. And, why does my nose run so much? Ugh.